So let's say entrepreneurship in the 90s came from this place of scarcity of capital, scarcity of talent, scarcity of people who were willing to support you. And it was all about building services kind of companies that can make 1 into 10. Nobody ever dreamt of making 1 into 1,000. So today, what happens is there is abundance of capital, there is abundance of really good talent if you're willing to pay for it. And there is clearly an opportunity where people are dreaming to create 1,000, right? So when I look at profit wheel, I'm not saying that, okay, if somebody gives me 1,000 crores, I'm going to sell it. Maybe I will wait for the next 10, 15 years and create a multi-billion dollar company. So that's what we are aiming for as entrepreneurs. Now, the thing is it different? Yeah, it is very different, right? Today, I can think globally. Earlier, I would not think beyond India. Next week, I am in London. I am going to Munich. I'm trying to build partnerships globally. I'm talking to somebody in Australia. Overall, I know that tomorrow, if I need $50 million capital to really grow this company 100x, 1000x, that $50 million capital, there are hundreds of companies who can write that check to me. So overall, at that point in time, my first fundraise in Communicate 2, which is my first company, was 50 lakh rupees. And I remember I almost spent almost a year meeting the investor every month before that check was given to me. Today, I made a phone call and the same person sent me a amount next day. I was able to raise $3 million just before starting the company. So that was just not possible earlier, right? But that point of time, we had other difficulties. Now we have difficulties of how do you attract the best talent? Now we have difficulties of how do you go global? Because see, now you're not trying to create what you created in the past, right? So I give an example. Somebody told me that there is software today that can create a Tom and Jerry cartoon with 2 people instead of 5,000 people that Walt Disney used to use earlier for creating Tom and Jerry. So you're right, but nobody creates Tom and Jerry anymore, right? Today you create Shrek. So because software has made life simple, I'm not trying to create a company which is 100 crores or 200 crores or 500 crores, right? I'm trying to create a $10 billion company. I may fail. They say in great attempts it is glorious even to fail. But I think this is one thing which I genuinely believe in, that regardless of age and time you've lived in, life has always been tough. It is tough and it always will be tough. It's not going to get easier, or it wasn't easy earlier. My father had different challenges in entrepreneurship. I have different challenges, but he had a different kind of toughness that he had to deal with. I have a different kind of toughness and challenges I have to deal with. But both of us must have faced equal amount of difficulties in building companies that we built.